Is it? Probably not, but
We're going.
yes, we are going.
Another amateurish home video. Emma's waiting for her first bottle this morning, so she's getting a bit... You're getting a bit upset. Oh, that's a good first impression, isn't it? You're getting a bit upset. Say hello, Auntie Susie. Hello, Uncle Peter.
Cut. So,
Well, here's Emma with her first bottle. It's going to do a day in the life, typical day in the life of Emma Cotterell. Well, we're on the beginning of the video. I absolutely love your house. I think it's really pretty, and you've obviously done a very, very good job, Sue. It's just wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. It's taken us a while to actually watch the video because our video is not this, what's it called, configuration, Anthony?
yeah, ours is not this format.
Format, that's the word.
We have a different format to this one. How are you, Sue? Hi, Peter.
So we had
Great video.
So we had to find somebody else with a video so that we could watch your video.
No, sweetie, we're going to have to cut this because we're running out of battery and I'll have to charge it. Speak to you later.
Ready? Coming up any second. And you ready? Even if I know it can make the thumb in us. Just a little real light shining through. I love the power of coming home to you. Even if I know we can make it. Yes, I love the power to you. Just a little real light shining through. Oh, she had that.
You having your feed, Emma?
Emma's eating green sludge, aren't you? She thinks it's yummy. I just told her Mum was an awfully good cook. She just cooked up this green sludge. Actually, it's not quite nice. It's fresh peas from Tilsdown. Your Gran grew what you're eating. She keeps falling forward, that's why I'm holding her up. So I'll let her go.
Had too much to drink.
It's all those gin and tonics we had this afternoon, isn't it? Yes. She's quite good at eating now. But she keeps on only drinking half her bottle, as you can see. Because she had her injections yesterday, no, day before yesterday. And you can see the bruise on her arm. She's very brave, aren't you? Very, very brave. And she knows what a video camera is, and she never smiles for it. Because she's too busy looking at it.
Baby!
Look at, oh, there we go. A green pea smile.
What are you doing?
Look, what's...
Get stuffed.
I know that camera's on me. Looks like stuff that comes out of your nose.
Oh, excuse me.
Achoo! Oh, Emma. That's a bit of a big bit there that Mum didn't get in the whizzer.
Here we go, well it's feed time.
Tell terribly interesting. You wanted to see Emma, you'll see her asleep, you'll see her awake, you'll see her on her back, on her front, with no clothes on, with clothes on, with pretty things, without pretty things.
With English granny, without English granny.
I think we'll probably
finish it before then.
Well, I would hope so, because it's Mike's camera, so we can't really keep it for very long. But we'll tell you all our news as well. And hey, Danny, one more. You watching Daddy?
What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing?
We're gonna have green
What's
shoes,
Daddy
aren't we?
doing? What's Daddy doing? Yeah, she's woofing at that.
Yep. Well, she's hungry because she's not drinking her milk, you see. One more. Oh. You full? Emma has decided she's not going to go to sleep this afternoon.
Hello.
So she's just sort of hanging around waiting for her 6 o'clock feed. And playing with Dad. Who's that singing, Emma? Oh.
It's your dad.
My goodness, that's wonderful singing, isn't it? Whoever it is.
You trying to take the hairs off Dad's chest?
Yes. Get that thumb in. Look at the fat on the arms. This is her favourite song.
She doesn't mind if it's not sung in key. Do you, Emma? You don't mind. Pete, I can't believe you're in Indonesia and you didn't pop down and see us. It's only a couple of 100,000 miles away.
I know, it would have
Just
been
up
good.
the
You could have
coastline.
come for Sunday lunch or something.
Yeah,
Your
perhaps when you're
videos-
over there next year you can pop down and see us for a while.
Your video was so funny.
It was.
We were in hysterics.
We were.
And Em's got a hat actually. And to put Emma's hat on. Just so that we can keep up with the Ansels with our hats. There's Emma's hat. Emma?
Is that your hat? Look, that's Mum. That's Mum.
Emma? Hello? Is that your hat? It's a Peter Rabbit hat, isn't it? To match your Peter Rabbit clock. Over here, Peter Rabbit's like the in thing. I don't know whether it is in England as well. Mind you, I don't think you get very much opportunity to buy too many children's clothes, do you? Oh, that looks lovely on Daddy's head, doesn't it? Now, what else are I going to say about their video? What are we going to say about their video? Love the house. Sorry if this has started off a bit
the
strange.
house looks really great. A lovely village. Just amazing how they can build something that fits in so well.
Yes, it looks
Really
as if
does.
it's been there for hundreds of years.
We
like
haven't
the-
even got a map of England, so we can't look it up and find out exactly where it is. I can't.
That's what we
Visualise
need,
it.
actually. Actually, I should have asked Mummy to bring one over. A good map of... So this is a bit of a whingy time. Because she's really tired, but she doesn't really know that she's really tired.
It's Dad's coffee.
She's just into watching everything and exploring about everything at the moment. And lots of lovely news on your video, and yes, we were waiting quite a long time for it. I must admit, I did rush out to the mailbox most days thinking, oh, Sue's tape's got to be here by now. So it was absolutely brilliant to have
Actually, we should
have it. What? Would you like to take your hat off now?
just show the difference in the format.
Right. Instead of our tape's just thicker and smaller. Oh. Oh dear, look at the face. And there's the fabulous play gym that has saved many a grisly morning and afternoon. See the Cookie Monster there. The eyes popping
We
out.
put our
his
tape
head.
in one of these.
What? So
Little converters.
I'll just pan round to.
This is what we put our tape in. It's just a... We've got VHS.
Emma?
Ooh, you grizzle cats. Grizzle cats.
Oh. I'm trying to follow you around the room, otherwise it's a bit boring just looking at the... This is Emma's little chair up here, which she saw her sitting in earlier. It looks as if it's suspended in mid-air, but it's actually clipped onto the workbench in the kitchen.
That's the tape we're in. Bless you.
Oh, this isn't going too well. Yes, it's thicker, isn't it?
That's VHS format, which is different and goes into a converter. Instead of playing it in the video camera, it goes into a converter. Excuse me, I'm sure they know what that is.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Well, I went to church this morning, to change the subject completely. If the Reverend Robert Bentley is nice enough to baptise our daughter, to have a christened. Actually, they call it baptism over here, but I think in England baptism is only Catholic, but only having done it once, and that was on me.
I thought it was christened, actually. It's not christened.
Well, yes, that's what I thought it was in a C of E or Anglican church. That's right, they use baptism, so maybe it's... Who knows? Anyway, he's very nice, and hopefully he'll be able to christen Emma the last weekend that my mum's actually here, which would be really nice. But I haven't asked him yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. That's baby talk for hello, how are you?
Oh, grizzle cats!
Look at the knees.
Grizzle cats!
It is divine. She doesn't go hungry, this child. Well, I think I'll switch off and we'll come back at a...
walk.
Yes, we ought to go for a walk. We're just having a cuppa. Just playing a game here. And she absolutely loves it.
What was that?
She's spinning the top of her bottle. She's fascinated by it.
How's that?
You spin it, Emma. Emma?
Whoa!
Sweet. Sorry. Bouncing up and down in the chair. Dad quite likes this game too.
Small thing.
Look at the arm, she looks like she's going to take off.
You can see by those movements, Peach, she needs a racing car set or a train set. Occupies.
Well, here's Emma having breakfast. And I'm sorry, Sue, it's taken us such a long time to do this. But, what do you think? She's trying to look at me behind the camera, I think. But, so much has happened. I'll actually sit down, perhaps a bit later on today or tomorrow, and talk to you about what's been going on here, because it really has been amazing. I've been very, very busy, but I just thought I'd show you Emma eating toast and Vegemite for breakfast. She's had a whole bottle, which is 240 mils, which is nearly half a pint. I think there's 600 mils in a pint. Half a pint of milk. She's had, oh, how much apple? Heaps of stewed apple.
A ramekin dish full.
A ramekin dish full of stewed apple. Oh! And now she's sharing toast and Vegemite with Granny. So she's having a lovely, lovely time. You're trying to look at me behind the camera. And we've got this little chair that fixes on. I don't know whether I've shown you this before. The little chair that actually fixes onto the workbench because we haven't really got enough room to have a big high chair all over the place. So she absolutely loves it. She can be in the kitchen with me and show Susie what you've got in your mouth. Oh, well done. That's lovely, isn't it? She's eating really, really well on solids, proper solids now. And
she does that on purpose.
I think she does, and she quite likes coughing. Don't you? It's funny, isn't it? It's so funny. So there we are. We'll chat to you a bit later on. And that's Emma having breakfast. These are my little cakes that I'm baking, Susie and Peter. I'm just taking these off for a delivery now. There's chocolate at the back with the strawberries on, and then carrot cake, hummingbird, and banana and walnut. So I just thought I'd show you a quick shot of my new venture, or adventure you could call it.
I thought you were talking to yourself.
No. I'm talking to my friend Sue. So I better go off and deliver these before it gets too hot. I have to have the air conditioning on in the car, otherwise all the icing melts. See, that one started to melt already.
Which one?
It's a bit tricky delivering them, but I have to be very quick. Emma's just had. Oh my goodness gracious! She's just been. What did you say, Nick? Father Christmas is
Father
one.
Christmas is one.
That's right.
We need one on Christmas Day. The girls need a Father Christmas.
We do. I think we need to come back.
And nobody's worn the pink dressing gown since.
No. We're just Emma's been asleep and she's woken up again. We've just had a lovely barbecue.
Sharing my croissant.
And here she likes it, doesn't she?
We've just had breakfast road though, Tracy.
I know she has, but I
No,
did.
it's just as well because the croissant might make a bit of a mess. She was fully responsible.
I think I did actually get a split second of her in her christening dress.
Thank you, Gran.
Sorry about the battery running out, but here we are anyway.
How did they know straight away?
There's the chef there.
Where's the milk jug? You will never have a shot.
And I'll just show you. Oh, there's me. Hello. And Anthony cooked everything on the barbecue, which is just fantastic.
$4.
Sue, you'll have to forgive us because I'm sure we will have repeated ourselves many times in this video because of the uncontinuity of it all. So I really do apologise. I wanted to take Emma in the christening gown. I think we might have got a split second of it earlier on today, but the battery ran out as soon as I turned it on, which is a real pain. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, you saw a bit of the party, and hopefully I think what I'll do is I'll get Mummy to post this when she gets back home, so
Open your mouth, Emma.
it'll travel back with her and she can mail it. I'll parcel it all up. But this is Emma with one of her new cups. Isn't it lovely? Bunnykins one from Amanda. And I want to thank you very much for the lovely card you sent her, and thank you very much for the fax that you sent through as well. In fact, the evening that it came through, my mum and Nikki and myself had been to the most wonderful restaurant, courtesy of Paul Grandma, who's very ill in hospital, having had a heart attack and then a stroke. But she's very insistent that Mummy actually goes out to a really nice restaurant on her. So we had an absolutely super evening. Anthony stayed and babysat, and when we came back, your fax had actually arrived, so that was really super. I really appreciate that. But this has been the star of the show. This is so enjoying it. That's so yummy.
Granny's vegetables.
That's so yummy.
You showing off up here in front of Susie.
Yeah. And we've asked Amanda to be godmother and Nikki to be godmother, and Richard Arnold as well to be godfather. So yeah, it was rather special at the service today. And here's
Hello.
Daddy. This is for Susie and Peter. He's killing ants at the moment.
Hi Sue, hi Pete.
And we'll sit down and finish this off to you definitely in the next couple of
Gosh,
days.
she's
anyway.
ravenous, Anthony. She's gobbling it down.
This is the end of the christening day. And she's been such a good girl.
You have. You can go to the top of the class, little boo. Nap it off. Kicking, stopping. And take her watch off. This is bath time at the zoo. Bath time! Whoop-de-doo! Ready? Balonky! Gonna sit down? Sit down. You sitting on the rug? You sitting on the towel? So you don't get the plug up your bum? In a pool of bubbles. And here's this. Oh! You got a beard! He's got a beard. That's Mr.
Look
Rubber
at this
Duck
little
is.
poppet.
Isn't it? Let's sit back a bit, shall we? Get in the light.
She's eating the bubbles, Mummy.
Yes, well, it's children's bubble bath, so I don't think we have to worry, do we?
Doesn't taste very nice, does it?
She doesn't care. She absolutely loves the water. Absolutely loves the water. So, I don't know what I can really sort of tell you while I'm bathing Emma. There's so much to tell you. I think I've videoed my little cakes that I'm doing, and Mummy's thought of a brilliant name for the catering company, Food for Flair. No, Flair for Food. Flair for Food, and we can call it Flair, like Flair, just Flair, and then you go to the company Flair for food. So that's quite exciting. We're going to do a search on that one and see if anybody has the same name, but we've looked up in the yellow pages and they haven't. So no, that's a hot tap, definitely a no-no. So it's I thought of, first of all I thought of mange tout, like the vegetables mange tout, because it also means, obviously in French, sorry, just moving around so much, eat all. But over here they call it mange tout, because they don't know French at all. So I decided definitely not to have a French name, as too many people couldn't pronounce it properly. So we thought of bon appetit as well, which most Australians know, but I think food, flair with food, flair for food, I think is probably the best one, and then we'll try bon appetit after that one. If
Oh, sorry.
What?
I was looking at Emma, not through the camera, to make her laugh. Emma! Emma!
Oh, I haven't got the shampoo here.
Emma! She's so busy with her new duck. She loves it.
You're kissing your
It's not very nice, is it?
What does it taste like? Ugh. It's not like normal food taste, is it?
She loves anything that goes in her mouth, this child. As you can see by her little round tires on her body. She's definitely a food person.
Not a thumb in the mouth. She's sucking her thumb through the bubbles. Would you do me a favour and go and get the shampoo? Just press that red button. Shall we stick in a bath? She's got a moustache now. My little boo got a moustache. Have you? What's that little ducky there? It's a bit silly with all these bubbles in, isn't it, really?
Yes,
But
I
she
would just...
absolutely loves having a bath. Yes! It's just in the oven. That's all. There's a little bit in the bottom of the oven that's burning. So, top critique there. There we are. Don't get too stressed out, Emma. Wash all these bits down.
She's got a mouth full of bubbles.
She doesn't really give a rip, does she? Whoop-a-daisy! There we are. Should get the bubbles off. Put a little bit too much bubble bath, I think, perhaps in here. For little people. There we are. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Whee!
It's a bit rude, that was. Everything's fun in Emma's life.
Is she enjoying? You look like Father Christmas, doesn't she? And Anne Geddes, Father. Oh, sorry, Mummy laughed a bit loudly then. Silly Mummy. And water went in that ear as well.
They're silly, Mummy.
We have such fun together, don't we?
It's been brilliant.
So lovely for Mummy to see Emma at this stage because she's just such fun. So this is much more interesting Sue having a video now rather than when she was first born. They're lovely when they're first born, but they're a bit boring. You just eat and sleep, don't you? You don't just sort of look around as if you're on something.
She's playing up to the camera beautifully.
Trying to get her to laugh, it says it. Just love her little giggles. She's a real giggler. Well, I don't like this kicking though. Can't hurt Mummy's bosoms. Not much there to hurt, is there? No, because you made me go all sucky and drop down to my tummy. Oh. There we are. It's a nice clean girly. Here's a nice clean girly.
Clean and angelic.
Here's a little clean girly. Sitting on Granny's lap, waiting. Emma? Emma? Hello?
Is now bake me a cake as fast as you can. Put it in the butter and rub it with tea. And put it in the oven for baby to eat.
Good that one, isn't it? That's a new one you've learned.
Ding dang doo 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 doo, white chick, ding dang doo, ding dang doo. That's what you sound like, isn't it? Ding dang doo 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 doo.
These two are best of friends. It's absolutely gorgeous. They're going to miss each other so much.
Sisters and brothers when they were babies.
We thought we might record you. The recording, look, there's your card on top of the television, of Emma on Mummy's video, because we didn't take this video to the church. But this is Emma getting ready to go to the church this morning for her christening. Sitting on Adrian's lap, and I'm just doing up the dress. It's absolutely beautiful. The dress, there we are. In church. Very unusual, isn't it, to see me in church? But I've been very good actually. I've been for 4 Sundays in a row when we decided to get Emma christened while Mummy was over here. And there's the Reverend Robert Bentley. You can see what a full church it is. She's so well behaved. It was just lovely, and she looks so pretty in her dress. Excuse me, there's Rich, Nikki, me and Anthony and Emma. With the thumb in her mouth. She just listened to everything, didn't she, Anthony? It's a bit blurred, Sue. Seems to be when you go, as you say, when you go in close. All of this is a bit blurred. Can you do this bit, darling? We're recording it on our little video for Emma as well. Yeah, this is the deed, but it's all blurred. Oh dear. It's very appropriate. But she looks at him now and smiles. Well, the people in the church went, oh. He was very good with her, actually. So there we are, that's Emma's christening. This is my friend Amanda, her baby Sheldon, who's actually fast asleep there, was born 4 days before Emma was. So there, I just wanted to show her a little bit in the video. There's Gran and Gram with Emma. This is a little cake we made for christening. And there's Auntie Mickey and Cousin Melanie.
She absolutely loves Melanie. I don't know whether it's because of her hair, because she's got long hair. It's so sweet. She just thinks she's great. Emma with her granny having her second bottle of the day. We're just about to go out to lunch. It's just before 11 o'clock, and so we thought we'd just give her a bottle before we go out. We're going to go to Applecross and have a look at the jacaranda trees, and there's a couple of nice boutiques there. So we might have a look in the boutiques for Christmas presents. So we'll come back to you later on tonight. We've got to finish this video either tonight or tomorrow morning, partly because we've got to give the camera back to Mike, and partly because Mummy's going back on Thursday, so and it's Tuesday today, so I want her to take it back with her, so that's good. Sorry about whispering, but now, this is my messy kitchen. I'll get Mummy to take this to swimming, I think, and we'll finish off the film at swimming.
This is Emma learning to swim. Tracy. These two grannies with their granddaughters sitting there. Oh, nicely swum out. Oh, Emma's got one shoe off. We're just, I'm just finishing off this video. I don't think there's very much left now. But I thought, this is a funny camera, that's better. I thought I'd take a little bit more of Emma. I hope you haven't got too bored of Emma. And I said to Mummy, actually I'll go to the mirror and I'll talk in the mirror. I said to Mummy that I don't really know. My hair's not that brilliant. I don't. Let's have a look. Let me just do this and then I'll go like that. Alex, I must look in the camera, not look at myself. So I hope you enjoy this very disjointed film, but it sort of gives you an idea of Emma and what she's doing and how much she's eating and all that sort of thing. And just to say, have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. No doubt we will talk over Christmas. We're spending Christmas down on the farm this year for the last time because the farm's been sold. And I don't know whether I'm sure there's heaps of things that I should have really told you, but the catering business is going and with like an absolute steam train. I just had another 2 bookings for December,
So I keep saying to myself, well, it's only 4 weeks, and once we get over that 4 weeks, then January will calm down and I'll go back to work at Parker's for 3 days a week. That's definitely confirmed now, which is really good. And Emma's booked into the most wonderful daycare centre for 2 days a week. So I don't know, I mean, apart from going through all the, just still there, going through all the social bits and pieces that we've been doing and everything, there's not really an awful lot more to tell you because my life's taken up with cooking and babies at the moment, so it's really girly. And so oh yes, Mummy said selling our house. We've decided that we're not going to house sit for very long now. I don't think we could do it with Emma and with the catering and everything. It's just not, it'd be too stressful, I think. So whether we do this 4-month house sit or not, it just depends on whether we've actually sold the house, I think. But hopefully we'll be able to organise that this year and be in a new house by Christmas, fingers crossed. Excuse me looking like this, but it's just come back from swimming. My hair's not. So, I'm just trying to desperately think if there's anything else that I should have told you or haven't told you or whatever. Anthony's still as gorgeous as ever, of course, and an absolute doting dad. His work picked up a little bit, but now we haven't had that very brilliant weather, excuse me, over the past couple of weeks. So he's missed out on another couple of budgets. But he's sort of ticking along, and with the catering business we're doing okay. So I've been doing an evening class on how to start your own business. So that's been very interesting and very eye-opening. So I've got lots of book work and lots of homework to do. I've got to do a budget for my business for over the next year. And I've also got to do an advert for the business as well. So if you think of an advert being in a magazine, I've got to do that. So with all my cooking and my homework and the baby, my life is quite busy, as you can well imagine, but we do take time out and stop for a little breath. But I think December's going to be pretty hectic, but then between December and New Year I'm not doing anything, and then January the 2nd I start back at Parker's, so I'm really looking forward to that. They've just phoned the other day and asked me to do the senior partners cocktail party, which I'm quite flattered by. So I'm going to do that for them too. So that's really lovely. I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I think life will return to a bit of normality. Gary at Vans is still an absolute prat, but I've only got sort of 3 more Saturdays to do with him. I'm doing this Friday night, Saturday for him. And then another couple of Saturdays, and that's really it. So, thank God for that. Although sometimes when you get there and he's in a good mood, it's great fun. So you can never really tell. We've had some quite good laughs over the last few times that I've been in there, but it's too up and down for me, and I just don't enjoy it. So there we are. I try my hardest, and he expects more. So it just gets you down in the end. But anyway, it served its purpose, and I might still do half a day on Saturdays or something when he needs me in the new year. So at least I can recharge my batteries by going in there and getting some ideas off him. Because when you're working on your own, you have to create new things all the time. It gets quite draining trying to be original all the time. But if you can work somewhere else where they have lots of wonderful ideas, then it does make your work much easier. And he's always up with the latest trend, and so I keep looking over there because Emma's rolling from front to back madly, which is great. Yes, we thought she was teething the other day, but there are no teeth actually coming through, but she's chewing everything like mad. And we found some Panadol now that she will take, because she wouldn't take the extra strong Panadol, and we had quite a few nasty experiences with that. Mind you, it did taste horrible, but this one's lovely. It tastes of cherry. Am I still in the picture? It tastes of cherry, and even I quite like it. So, but we still haven't had a tooth. But as long as she's fed and she's had her sleep, then she's a happy little bunny. I can't wait to do it all over again. This is the best thing. And talking about coming over next year, you know, Samantha's getting married. She wants to have her wedding reception in England. Canadian Sam wants to have a wedding reception in England and has asked Mummy to organise a reception for her, which is really sweet. They're going to have their honeymoon over here, and I think the whole Canadian clan are going to come over for it. Unfortunately, it's at the end of September, so I won't actually be there for that either. Samantha, poor thing, has got to change her wedding date if she really wants to see Emma and myself, because September's just getting too close to coming up to Christmas again, and I'll have too much on. It would be just stupid. I couldn't take 3 weeks off then. So I'll probably be over, I would imagine, in late July, early August, when it's midwinter over here, and we'll stay for 3 weeks, and can I come and visit you at your new house? It won't be that new anymore then, will it? So Anthony was chatting to Mummy the other night and said that he'd like me to go over, so that takes a big weight off my mind, because he, you know, what it's like when you have to leave your spouse. So I was sort of thinking of him, and still, we're still not 100% sure, but I would say 99% sure that I'll be coming over next year. And I can't wait to see Emma with you, Sue. I can't wait. I've really, sort of, you know, I've been thinking about that so much, about seeing her with all my friends, and she's just so sweet. Look at her. What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? She's always smiling. Look, watch Auntie Susie, I can roll back now. Isn't that clever? I roll over. See, I can go both ways now. Very, very clever girl. So, anyway, back to me, and I'll probably sign off now because I've got to do a few things, finish off my letters to put in the Christmas cards so that Mummy can take those back with her. And just I hope you've enjoyed the tape. You'd be so bored to tears with Emma by now, I'm sure. How have you got? She's just rolling. I'll just look how far she's got just in that short space of time. Oh, aren't you clever girl? She's flying. That's her aeroplane. So anyway, yes, I'll look forward to your voice tape next time, and we'll see what happens. I don't promise that I'll get one to you before Christmas if you get one to me before Christmas, but definitely in the new year we'll be able to chat again. Okay, so lots and lots of love from Emma and from Anthony and from myself, and have a lovely, lovely Christmas. We were all talking about Peter being Father Christmas the other day. Did we get that? Oh yes, I think I got it on the video maybe. And one of the girls, Claire, was asking whether Father Christmas would be there again this year in his cerise dressing gown. I think she's a little bit suspicious really, but anyway. Okay, lots of love to both of you, and love to your mum, and lots of love to Vic too. So take care until we talk next. Bye. Just to say, I can't rewind. I can't find the rewind button on this camera, so you're going to have to rewind the film. I'm sorry, not having I don't really know how to work this one very well because it's a different configuration to ours, and I've got to get this camera back to Mike as soon as possible because I've had it for rather a long time. It's a bit embarrassing. So you're going to have to rewind the film, but you won't know that until the end of this film when I say that, will you? But I'm sure you'll be able to work it out when you get the film. And I really don't know how much of it I've taken at all, so I'm really sorry if I haven't taken very much, but at least you've had a little glimpse into the Cotterell, the Cotterell household over the last few weeks. Bye.